Hey guys, it is me Flavio and I'm back with another Clash Royale video, and as you can see I finally managed to get this level 1 account of mine to Arena 8, and this is the deck that I've been using. And just in case you guys are wondering whether this account is free to play or not, then yes, it is a free to play account. I got this Inferno Dragon from a legendary chest which I bought from the shop, and I got this Ice Wizard from a free chest. So let's see the last two battles that got me to Frozen Peak. The first battle is going to be against a level 10, and I'm going to start off with a tombstone in the center. I'm going to wait for my elixir to build up first, and then I'll go tombstone right in the center. My opponent here is going to place a balloon in the back, and that is a pretty bad placement of the balloon because you want to surprise your opponent with the balloon. You want to place it at the bridge. You don't want to place it back there because it does not make a lot of sense. So now I use my Inferno Dragon to counter the balloon, and fortunately for me, his baby dragon on the right side gets kited by the tombstone skeletons, so it does not lock on to the right tower, which was very good for me. So now I could take out the baby dragon with my ice wizard on the left side. Now I throw in my goblin barrel to add some damage to the left tower along with the giant skeleton, and now since he uses a skeleton army, I'm gonna have to zap, and the goblins get a few hits on the tower, and now his tower is at 268 HP, so I just need 2 fireballs and 1 zap and the tower is done. So now I'm gonna place a tombstone at the center for some defense, and I'm gonna wait for him to make a move. So my opponent here is going to place a furnace in front of his left tower, which obviously is not the best way to place your furnace, but I think he was trying to defend on the left side too much, so I decided to go with the giant skeleton on the right side. And now here I fireballed the furnace, the tower, and the balloon. I thought that was good value for the fireball, so I decided to fireball. And now I'm going to use my Inferno Dragon to counter the balloon. He counters my giant skeleton with elite barb, so I know I have to drop I have to drop the skeleton army to slow down the elite barb so that the bomb takes out the elite barbs for me. And there you go, the bomb goes off, and the elite barbs get taken out. And now he has to deal with this skeleton army on the right side. He's going to use his own skeleton army to deal with them, and I'm going to zap his skeleton army. On the left side though, the Inferno Dragon locks onto the left tower and gets a little damage. So now the left tower is in fireball range. And now he's going to go with a baby dragon in the back, so I'm going to place my giant skeleton on the right side, and I'm going to use Inferno Dragon and Ice Wizard to slow down the balloon and take it out completely. He's going to counter my giant skeleton with skeleton army. I was a little late on the zap there, otherwise I would have been able to get the giant skeleton bomb to make it to the furnace. But anyways, now I'm going to use my giant skeleton to distract the baby dragon, and the furnace is going to get taken out by the giant bomb. He uses elite barbs, so I have to use my skeleton army to slow down the elite barbs. And that's pretty much it for him. With just 9 seconds left, there's no way that he can win this game, and I can just end the game with fireball, and there you go, I throw the fireball, and that is game right there. So finally I managed to defeat a level 10. I guess this is the first time that I've beaten a level 10 on this level 1 account of mine, and I got 29 trophies from this win, so I ended up at 2299 trophies. And this was the replay that actually got me to Frozen Peak. So obviously I have a tombstone in the start, so I'm going to start off with the tombstone in the center. My opponent is running a minor witch deck. He starts off with a witch in the back, so I go giant skeleton in the back. And now he's gonna poison my tower. I don't think that was a good move because he just got my giant skeleton and tower, that's it. So now the bomb is gonna get rid of the witch and the skeletons. He's gonna use his miner, so I have to use skeleton army to counter the miner. And now I'm gonna go with an Inferno Dragon at the bridge, and I'm gonna throw in a Goblin Barrel. The princess is gonna lock onto the Inferno Dragon, and now the Inferno Dragon is locked onto this tower, and the tower is gonna go down. And also the skeletons managed to take out the princess there. I'm gonna place a tombstone in the center. And now he's going to use his witch on the left side, so I'm going to use my ice wizard to defend against this witch. And since he uses elite barbs, I'm going to have to use giant skeleton to defend against the elite barbs. So now the tombstone skeletons are going to slow the elite barbs down, so the bomb is going to hit the elite barbs and the ice wizard finishes them off. So here I was kind of confused what to do, so I just waited, and he placed a tombstone near the ice wizard, which was a pretty bad move. I decided to go with Inferno Dragon in the back because I was leaking a lot of elixir. And now here he places his princess in front of the behind the miner. And since the princess locked onto the left tower, I decided to go with my skeleton army. But unfortunately for me, he placed fire spirits as well. So the skeleton army got completely shut down, and here I placed a ice wizard to tank shots from the miner, and now this princess is gonna get taken out. Now I just have to defend this left tower for 50 seconds and I'm gonna win the game. So I place a defensive tombstone in the center, and I place a giant skeleton in front of the tower just so that the bomb takes out the witch. Here I fireball the princess, and I also get the fire spirits for free, and the witch also takes some damage from the fireball. Now I'm gonna have to use my skeleton army to counter the miner. He's gonna rage the miner, but that did not work well for him. The witch unfortunately is not gonna get taken out by the bomb, so I have to use my ice wizard here to get rid of the witch. He's gonna poison, and I placed a tombstone near the tower, which was terrible because now the poison just hit the tombstone and it completely melted those skeletons. Now I'm gonna have to place a giant skeleton in front of the witch so that the princess does not lock onto the tower. And now he uses his miner near the tower, and with just 10 seconds left, I place my Inferno Dragon to cycle to my skeleton army, and then I place skeleton army to finish off the miner. And my tower is left with 60 health. Here I was expecting him to use poison, but I did not know that he was not having it in a cycle. So I managed to win this game, and this game finally got me to Arena 8. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video.